of course, you can write your lyrics with ChatGPT, and it doesn't have to do anything now with human creativity, but it's made up from it's made of human creativity to some extent. And there is many tools. Basically, I guess probably multiple tools a day. I don't know, launching about AI generated music. Do you see it as a tool, as a threat? As what is your take on this?
Like everything else, it's both a tool and a threat. First, let me start by saying that as an organization, we are not taking an instinctive, knee-jerk, hostile approach to artificial intelligence and to AI as a tool. We know that music creators have leveraged technology for as long as there's been music to create art. I like to say that when some human found a bone fragment and decided to drill 3 holes in it and create a flute, that was technology. And then several or 10,000 years later, whoever decided to come up with a contraption of a piano, that was technology. I mean, arguably, that's an extremely complex piece of technology, on and on. So whether it's multi-track recording, whether it's the internet, whether it's broadcast radio, whether it's MIDI, all these technologies have enabled, or drum machines have really helped elevate in many ways human creativity. On the other hand, we also know that AI is a wholly different animal. It does things that no other technology has ever done. It can create things, simulate things, fool you into believing things that no other technology has had the ability to do. So I would say that, like all great technologies, including a pen, it can be an instrument of love or an instrument of hate. Again, I think that, being an optimist, I believe that it will be a giant lever and tool to amplify music and human creativity. But I also do believe that ethical guidelines need to be put in place so that as humans, as people, we ensure that it produces the outcomes that are the best possible ones and not the worst possible ones.
Yeah, and I love your take on technology, because yes, it's another technology. Is it hyped? Absolutely. Will it prevail? Let's see. I think it's an interesting conversation. Will there be, a category, for example, exclusively for AI generated music? I mean, right now, I think human creators are eligible, for Grammy consideration. But I don't know, is that something you're discussing, or curious to hear your thoughts on that?
As an organization, we're not taking the stance that you cannot use AI in your creation. So you brought up the example of somebody using ChatGPT for lyrics.
Yeah.
You can do that, but you cannot be eligible for the songwriter category, because we ultimately believe that humans need to be at the center of that creativity. You can submit your song for any other category. That's okay, right? You can be a performance category. So if it's AI who wrote the lyrics, but it's a human performing it, fantastic. The other way around, you can submit it for the songwriting category and have AI, provided that you're not, infringing on somebody's rights, be eligible for it. What we don't, and certainly I don't predict that we'll ever do, is somehow create a category where machines are doing everything and we're recognizing that as excellence. I mean, to be very frank with you, I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to disagree entirely with what I'm about to say. You'll never get what I believe to be artistic excellence. Again, you may get technological excellence. You may get all kinds of other types of excellence. I don't think you will get what I would define as artistic expression excellence with a purely machine-generated product.